Good day to you from Inside Drug Discovery. This video describes a new drug recently approved by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration. That drug is TRYPTYR. TRYPTYR was approved on May 28, 2025. TRYPTYR is approved for the treatment of dry eye disease. The API, the active pharmaceutical ingredient, is alcoholtramine. The drug is administered twice daily as eye drops at quite a low concentration of the API, just 0.003%. The sponsor for the NDA is Alcon. The prescribing information insert of TRYPTYR is cited through the link at the bottom of this slide, and this reference was used extensively to make this video. As has been said, the indication for TRYPTYR is dry eye disease. According to Alcon, this condition affects 38 million people in the United States, and only 13% of the surveyed patients considered their condition to be well managed. Based on this information, an effective treatment of dry eye disease does seem to fill an unmet medical need. How does TRYPTYR work? The target of alcoholtramine is believed to be TRPM8. That stands for Transient Receptor Potential Melastatin 8. TRPM8 is an ion channel, primarily but not exclusively for calcium ions. Alcoholtramine serves as an agonist of TRPM8, which subsequently is associated with increased tear production. The full biological pathway is not completely understood, and therefore the exact mechanism of action of alcoholtramine for dry eye disease is also not completely understood. Here are some of the key physicochemical properties of alcoholtramine. These properties are in line with an orally administered small molecule drug. Of course, alcoholtramine is not orally administered. It is administered directly to the eye. According to IUPhar's Guide to Pharmacology, the EC50 of alcoholtramine on its target is 13 micromolar. I'll note that the potency is for rat TRPM8, not human TRPM8. I'll also note that the name alcoholtramine is not in the Guide to Pharmacology, but the potency data is recorded for WS12, which has the same structure as alcoholtramine. I normally report PK properties in these videos, but PK properties are reported based on plasma concentrations. Alcoholtramine, because it is administered through eye drops, does not necessarily circulate systemically. In a clinical study with 25 patients, only 3 patients showed plasma concentrations of at least 20 picograms per milliliter, which is the lower limit of quantification. The highest observed CP value was 213 picograms per milliliter. Because alcoholtramine does not generally circulate in patients, the prescribing information insert includes no PK parameters and no information about the metabolism or excretion of the drug. With regard to safety, TRYPTYR has few risks. The only warning is to avoid touching the tip of the vial with the drug directly to one's eye. The risk of product contamination is low because each dose, that's enough for both eyes, is contained in its own disposable vial. For adverse reactions, about half of patients report some discomfort when the drop is administered. We are now at the end of this summary of the approval of the new drug application of TRYPTYR, which was granted by the U.S. FDA on May 28th of 2025. TRYPTYR contains alcoholtramine and is approved for the treatment of dry eye disease. Thank you for watching this video. Please consider leaving a like, subscribing to the channel, making a comment, or posing any questions you may have. Take care.